Hello, first graders. Welcome to the Reading Snow Day. So, today you get to watch Miss Ashlyn do a mini lesson, and then I'm going to have you try doing it. Today we are going to be doing what is called a story map, where we need to pick out the characters in the story. We've been talking a lot about characters in class, as well as what the setting is. So, if we think back to what a character is, Miss Ashlyn thinks back. If we learned what a character might be a person or an animal that's in the story, or what that story is mainly, who they're mainly talking about. And then the setting is the time, place of where the story is taking place, right? So it might be day, it might be night. Is it in a house? Is it outside? Is it snowing? Is it raining? Is it sunny, right? We need those details to know. And then we're going to look at what the beginning of the story is like, what the middle of the story is like, and what our ending of the story is like. So today, Miss Ashlyn is going to read you a story. And I'm going to read a story called Just a Snowman. As Miss Ashlyn reads this, I would really, really like you to listen for who the characters are in the story and what the setting is. So, Just a Snowman. It snowed and snowed all night long, so today we had a snow day. Hooray! I wanted to build a snowman. I put on my snow boots and my hat and my mittens and my scarf. Then I helped little sister put on her snow stuff. After that, Dad needed my help. We shoveled and shoveled lots of snow, and then we had to find the car. I was going to build a snowman next, but little sister wanted to have a snowball fight. I let her hit me a bunch of times. I only hit her one time by accident, so then I had to say I was sorry and give her a big hug. I was going to build a snowman after that, but Tiger and Bun Bun wanted to go ice skating. So I showed everyone how I can skate backwards and do jumps. Then Tiger and I raced. It was a tie. I was ready to build a snowman next, but Maurice and Molly wanted to go sledding. I steered all the way down the big hill. Watch out, Maurice and Molly, here we come. When little sister and I got home, I was going to build a snowman, but Gator wanted me to help him build a snow fort. And then Gabby wanted to make snow angels. Finally, it was time to build a snowman. First, we made a big snowball for the bottom. Next, we put a smaller one on top and an even smaller one on top of that one. Little sister added prunes for his eyes and mouth and a carrot for his nose. And I put Mom's scarf around his neck and Dad's hat on his head. I even let him wear my sunglasses. Our snowman sure looked great. Little sister was getting cold, so we went inside. The snowman looked cold too, so I decided to make some of my special hot chocolate to warm us all up. First, Mom heated some milk while I got out of the secret ingredients. I put everything into the pot and stirred it all up with a big spoon. Then I put marshmallows on top and poured the hot chocolate into 3 big mugs. One for me, one for little sister, and one for the snowman. It was the best snow day ever. I sure hope it snows again tomorrow. Okay, the end. Now that we have finished the story, we're going to go back and we're going to look at who the characters are in the story. So if I go back and I look right here to the characters, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick out who my characters are in the story. So if I go through, I see we talked a lot about the brother and we talked a lot about little sister. And then there was Mom and Dad, and we had all of the friends, right? So our two main people that are in the story on almost every single page is going to be the brother and little sister. So Miss Ashlyn would go under characters and she would write little sister, brother, and then I might write mom, dad, and friends. So I'm going to write down those characters. Then I'm going to look at the setting. As I look through the setting, let's go back to the very beginning of the book. It looks like it first takes place in a house. But then if we look back, so it starts in a house and then we go outside. And it is a snowy day, right? So if we look at it, it's a snowy day. So Miss Ashlyn would find setting and I would write inside and outside, a snowy day. Then, now that we have our setting and we have our characters, we then need to figure out what happened at the beginning of the story. Well, the beginning of the story is that brother and little sister and mom and dad were inside, and it was a snow day. They didn't have to go to school, kind of like you guys today don't have to go to school. So then they went outside. Brother wanted to build a snowman, so I might write snow day, brother inside, brother wanted to build a snowman. Well, then they had to shovel. So you could write kind of what happens in the beginning. So a little short story about what happens. So Miss Ashlyn might say it's a snow day and they want to play outside. So they go outside and shovel. Then in the middle, they play in the snow with lots of their friends, I might say. Okay, so I would write they play in the snow with lots of their friends. And then the end of the book. If I go back to the end of the book, what do they finally do? They finally build a snowman. So, and then they make hot chocolate. So at the end, I would say they finally make a snowman and drink hot chocolate. So did I label my middle of my story? What happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end? Okay, so now Miss Ashlyn has a super secret assignment for you. You should all have this piece of paper at home, hopefully. And if not, you can write it down on a piece of paper, okay? I want you to pick a story, and I want you to read the story. You can read the story with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whoever you're with. I want you to read that story, and then I want you to listen for who the characters are, what is the setting, and see if you can pick out the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And guess what? If you bring home or bring back that super secret assignment back to class the next day or a couple days later, if you bring that back, Miss Ashlyn will have a prize for you, okay? You'll get a super secret prize, but you have to complete the story map. So again, you're gonna find a book, you're gonna read the book, you're gonna pick out the setting, you're gonna tell me where it's taking place. Is it day, night, raining, snowy, sunny, okay? Then you're gonna tell me who was in that story. Who was in that story? Okay, list out who was in that story, and then I want you to tell me a little bit of what happened at the beginning of the story, what's happening in the middle of the story, and what is happening at the end of the story. Okay, so complete that super secret assignment, bring it back so you can get a super secret prize. Okay, I hope you all have a great snow day. If you have any questions, just let Miss Ashlyn know.